Hi guys, welcome back to Fragments of a Simple Life. For every video I make is super simple. Sorry I've been gone for a little while. I got all new flooring in my house, and what they don't warn you about is that it's basically like you're moving out and then moving back in. And then my kids have had, yearly physical checkups, and my husband's been out of town for work. It's just been a lot. So I thought we could kick back and relax together and read all about the Gilmore Girls. This is a magazine by Us Weekly, which I found at the grocery store maybe last week or the week before, I can't remember. But I just finished re-watching the Gilmore Girls. I literally just finished like 2 weeks ago, which makes the timing of this magazine very funny. But this is a show that was on for, I think it was 6 or 7 seasons, and then here in the United States, and then it became a like 4-part special back in 2016 on Netflix. So if you want to check it out and you have Netflix, or you can get access, at least I don't know if it's in other countries, but I know it's on American Netflix because I just finished it. You can watch this show on Netflix in its entirety. Every season plus the Netflix special. So I don't know if this magazine's gonna give some of it away. If you watched it already, you know this is a good, wholesome show. And it's really gonna take us through all the ins and outs of the show. So if you like Gilmore Girls, or if you've heard about it and you're curious, please sit back and relax, and we're gonna flip through these pages together. This is Lauren Graham. She plays the mom, and Alexis Bledel, she plays the daughter, and they are the girls in Gilmore Girls. This is Lorelai and this is Rory. This is table of contents. I never read the table of contents. This is everybody, not everybody, but some of the main characters. It says Chapter 1, Why We Love Gilmore Girls. It says balancing romance with family ties, exploring wealth and power without preachiness, and extolling the virtues of different levels of community. Amy Sherman Palladino's series has become a touchstone in many people's lives. Like I said, it's really good. Okay, let's read this. Oh, let's read the little caption right here. It says Graham, which is her, first met her TV daughter in a hotel lobby before a dinner with the show's executive producers. I thought we hit it off, and I thought that in enough ways we looked alike, she told Glamour in 2016. Yeah, I think they do look enough alike for it to be believed that they're related. It says, there's no better treat in life than grabbing a pizza, a box of red vines, and why not 2 pints of ice cream, then plopping down on the couch, pulling up a warm blanket, and queuing up one of the coziest series to ever grace the small screen. That's basically what I did. I've been feeling very stressed out, and I binged watched this show. I watched Gilmore Girls all over again over like the past like several months, like every single day. Gilmore Girls, however, is no mere TV show. Each episode offers pure escapism into the world, well, an eccentric New England town where locals speak in rapid fire. That is a thing about the show. The dialogue is really quick. Witty dialogue filled with a heady mix of up to the minute old and wonderfully obscure pop culture references, and where they engage in slow burn romances and have the chance to air their grievances at town meetings inside Miss Patty's School of Ballet. No wonder its fan base spans all age groups. That's true, because I'm 41, my daughter's 11, and she likes the show too. And viewership remains strong nearly 2 decades after the end of its original run. Who could resist such a magical place? Created by Roseanne writer Amy Sherman Palladino, who would go on to pen The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, the show's premise is blessedly simple. With her baby in tow, rebellious teen mom Lorelai Gilmore escapes to Stars Hollow, Connecticut to get out from under her controlling parents Emily and Richard. But as her daughter Rory becomes a bookish 16-year-old with Ivy League dreams, Lorelai is forced to reconcile with her wealthy folks to ask for a big favor. Now, I don't know if it's going to give it away what the big favor is. If you guys have watched this show, you know. So let me tell you, this is a lot of people. This is the girl that plays Rory's best friend. This is Lorelai's coworker at the inn. This is Rory's school best friend. This is the grandparents. These are her parents. This is Suki. She is the chef at the inn that she works at. Then later they go on to buy one together. This is the dance teacher from the town of Stars Hollow. This is like the eccentric, like, I guess you could say almost like handyman. Like he does every job there is around town. This is one of Rory's romantic interests. This guy that's in the crack right here, he plays Dean. He's the other romantic interest. This is Luke. He owns the diner, and that's her romantic interest, but they play hard to get with each other forever. And Jess is his nephew that he ends up taking care of for a little while. Anyways, there you go. It says conflicts ensued throughout the series, but never any stage 5 catastrophes. That's why it's like a nice show. Like there's no like horrific deaths or scary teen pregnancies. Like it's not that kind of show. It's not Beverly Hills 90210. It's not like that. It's like just enough drama, but not so much that you can't handle it or that a kid couldn't watch it. It says by the end of each 40-ish minute installment, every issue has been reasonably resolved, whether it's debilitating snowstorms or the drama leading up to the annual picnic basket charity lunch auction. If you know, you know. Mother and daughter are surrounded by a host of lovely and quirky characters. And then I just went over all the characters. It says Gilmore Girls was an underdog from the get-go. Upon its October 2000 premiere, the New York Times sniffed that it was likable if lightweight, not too dramatic series. On a cultural buzz level, it didn't elicit the roar that surrounded its fellow WB series Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Dawson's Creek, or Charmed and Felicity. Airing in the same time slot as Friends and Survivor on Thursday nights, it never stood a chance in the ratings race. The show wrapped quietly but solidly in 2007 on the revamped CW, with Rory announcing her pregnancy. Hello, full circle. It says, then a funny thing happened in the streaming age. Gilmore Girls got a second life. After its catalog became available on Netflix in 2014, viewers seeking comfort TV a la Friends appreciated the show's unhurried pace, feel-good vibe, low-stakes, picturesque backdrop, and especially its uniquely unshakable mother and daughter bond. Its renewed popularity led to the 2016's 4-part Netflix series, Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life, which reunited almost the entire cast. When the Washington Post TV critic Lily Loughborough analyzed engagement data released by Netflix in 2023, she found that taken together, the full series and 2016 special had accrued 505.8 million hours of viewing, beating out zeitgeisty shows like Stranger Things and comedy stalwarts like The Big Bang Theory to be one of the streamer's best performers. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. In 2019, Warner Brothers created a Gilmore Girls fan experience on its lot. I didn't even know that. Complete with Team Jess and Team Dean. I'm Team Jess. Buttons. Fan conventions still pop up all over the country, and during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, when everyone was stuck at home, the girls became a touchstone for countless new Gen Z viewers. Pure Vox, TikTok's hashtag Gilmore Girls hashtag, has so far garnered 2 billion views, with posts by various users showing clips of the most memorable scenes, amassing millions of hits. Which makes sense to us. The sun is always shining within the safe confines of Star Hollow. And no matter what's happening in the outside world, Lorelai and Rory Gilmore and their friends and family are always waiting for us with relatable drama, not to mention a slew of snappy quips. In the spirit of hospitality, please enjoy our tribute to the Gilmore Girls. Aww. So these are her parents. That's Kelly Bishop. She says, I kept thinking, is this a sitcom? It's so funny. This is absolutely wonderful. Crazy. Chapter 2, Creating the Ultimate Mother-Daughter Show. Constantly going against the grain helped an unlikely writer skyrocket to fame, becoming the most iconic television creators of a generation. I don't think I'm going to read all of it, but this is the writer. She says, literally, my life changed when she walked in the door, because there was no Gilmore Girls until Lauren Graham existed, and that is a bond. Series creator and writer and producer Amy Sherman Palladino said to Entertainment Tonight in 2019. It says, the great thing about families is there is always a story to tell. This is their 100 episode picture with like the whole cast in 2005. This says, that's the stuff I write about, the stuff everyone can relate to. That's true, because almost the whole entire show, like every episode will have something that you can relate to, or someone that can relate to it. It's very true. The Sherman Palladino legacy. So she's worked on a lot of different shows. She's a really popular writer. Wow. Crazy. Chapter 3, Tease the Season. Gilmore Girls treated viewers to a roller coaster of relationship highs and lows, along with a few twists no one saw coming. Over 7 seasons in a long-awaited reunion. So this is them filming, and this is the guy that plays Jess, and that's the guy that plays Luke, and this is the diner. Like the diner's in almost every single episode. Season 1 was from October 5th of 2000 to May 10th of 2001. Season 1, OMG Girls. After dating, will Dean professing his love to Rory enhance their relationship or just complicate matters? Will the obvious attraction between Lorelai and diner owner Luke hamper her newfound romance with Max? Or will the reappearance of Rory's dad derail everything? Throw in 2 unexpected proposals and get ready for season 2. Yeah, drama. It says, I've been watching you, not in a creepy, I've been watching you sort of way. I've just noticed you. Every day I thought I have to meet that girl. So Dean is Rory's first boyfriend, first love interest. Season 2 was from October 9th, 2001 until May 21st, 2002. So there's Jess, Rory, and Dean. Jess and Dean did not like each other. Season 2, OMG. When Suki throws Lorelai a bachelorette party, Suki is the chef and best friend. Will the appearance of one guest ruin the festivities? After wrecking Rory's car, endangering her life, and having the whole town turned against him, can Jess even stay in Stars Hollow? Good question. When Rory escapes her grandmother's invitation to become a society debutante, or accepts, accepts it, something Lorelai never wanted, can the relationship survive the caveat it comes with? And does a romantic dalliance for Lorelai backfire when some disturbing news is revealed? Season 3 is when Rory graduates from high school, and she was the valedictorian. It says that season 3 was from September 24th, 2002, so a little bit earlier, to May 20th, 2003. I think it's because, like, as the show goes on and gets more successful, they add episodes, so it starts earlier. Season 3. Upset by her parents, will Lorelai ever be able to forgive them? I'm not going to tell you why. When Luke decides to take a cruise, Lorelai reconsiders her feelings for him following a dream. If you know, you know. She has a dream that she's pregnant by Luke, I think. After Rory applies to Yale without her knowledge, an incensed Lorelai adds her daughter to the family blacklist. At the mother's suggestion, Lane must contemplate life at a conservative religious university and sees purple. Everyone's forced to reevaluate life following a disaster. This says, I need you now. I cannot do this alone. I need my mommy, and damn it, I don't care who knows it. That's what Rory said. This is season 4. Rory is, I think the season starts with her on summer vacation, in between like senior year and going to college. So this is from September 23rd, 2003 until May 18th, 2004. I'm trying not to actually read all of the details because if you've never seen this show, these little paragraphs right here is going to really give it away. So I'm just reading a little bit of this because this is already giving away a lot. This will give away all of it. It says, family turmoil erupts when Rory has sex for the first time. It's not the act that infuriates Lorelai, it's the moral complexities. I'm not going to say anything else. It's a really big episode. It changes the character of Rory forever. Again, if you know who she loses her virginity to and the story behind it, if you know, you know. It's bad. It's actually not good. So the death in the Gilmore family uncovers deep family secrets that threaten to fracture their already fragile dynamic. Can a wedding, together with a desperate attempt at reconciliation, send this season out on a high note? And does the Festival of Living Art really live up to the name in Stars Hollow? There's Jess. Season 5. Okay, so this is from September 21st, 2004 to May 17th, 2005. Season 5 OMG. After juggling 2 men at college, Rory reconnects with Dean, whose personal life is in disarray following the discovery of an old note she wrote him. But lo, what is the life and death brigade that Rory stumbles upon in her intrepid reporting? And what does Logan have to do with it? To further that bond, Lorelai organizes a mother-daughter double date with Luke that has disastrous consequences for one of the diners. A vow renewal brings joy to one couple, but splinters another. And the quote says, it's Luke, and he says, that's Luke. He says, Lorelai, this thing you're doing here, me, you, I just want you to know I'm in. I'm all in. That's so romantic. Oh my gosh. I kind of liked Luke. I know that's not very popular. If you haven't watched the show, go watch it. But I liked Luke. There was something about him. Maybe I just thought he was cute. But there was something about him where I always wanted her to pick him. But, you know, whatever. This is kind of a dead giveaway of what's coming here. Season 6, September 13th, 2005 to May 9th, 2006. The OMG says, with their debt to Richard and Emily paid off, because I'll just give another giveaway here. for Rory to go to college, they had to borrow money from the grandparents in this picture, which meant they had to go to Friday night dinners. It also happened when it started when she was in high school to get into a private school called Chilton. They had to borrow money because it was really expensive, which meant Lorelai had to let her parents back into her life, and that meant Friday night dinners. Let's see, where did I leave off? When Rory encounters an ex, will a moment of weakness on their part have larger consequences? A modern Korean style wedding photo shoot immortalized on top of a white stripes theme cake that can actually mean Lane's stern mom, Mrs. Kim. Lane is Rory's best friend from home. Will accept Zach as a son-in-law. Can Luke successfully combine someone from his past with someone he wants to spend his future with? And what will become of Lorelai's rekindled flame? Chapter, I did it again. Season 7. This is the last season, I think. From September 26th, 2006 to May 15th, 2007. So the OMG says, after getting hitched in Paris, will Lorelai's new husband adapt to married life in Stars Hollow, or will the union implode as fast as it happened? Will Jackson's betrayal of Suki's trust have long-lasting effects? Can Lorelai help her mother, who's struggling with managing the family finances after Richard's health scare? Will a kiss between Lorelai and Luke make old feelings blossom anew? I'm not going to tell you. If you know, you know. And then this is a year in the life. So it's like 10 years later. Yeah, this was made like 10 years later, and she really is like 10 years older. They didn't try to like pick up where they left off. They like acknowledged that a lot of time has gone by, and they picked up where they thought these characters would be in their life at that time. I thought that it was actually well done. So yeah, the year in a life is 4 episodes and it's different seasons, like winter, spring, summer, fall, like that. But I don't remember what season it starts in. I think it might start in summer, spring or summer. I don't remember. But it's 4 episodes, it's 4 seasons. So, a year in the life. It says, after 10 years of dating, while visiting a fertility clinic run by Paris, which is Rory's best friend from high school and college, how will run by Paris see Lorelai and Luke having children together? I'm not going to tell you. Following a confrontation with Christopher, will the explanation of his actions be enough to comfort Rory? Will a big proposal wind up with a big wedding? And will a surprise announcement by Rory mean this isn't the last that we'll see of the Gilmore Girls? Chapter 4. The Stars and Where They Are Now. So Lauren Graham, who played Lorelai Gilmore, it says the role. At the outset, Lorelai was a single mom who raised Rory on her own after becoming pregnant at 16. She turned out to be the epitome of cool, right down to her quick wit and dead-on pop culture references. Lorelai also worked as the manager of a local inn, and in her spare time liked to eat junk food, gorge on coffee, and make dubious romantic decisions. That's true. And then it's just saying everything that she went on to do. She was in Guys and Dolls. She did Evan Almighty, the movie, Because I Said So, the movie. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. She also had another long role where she played a single mom in the show Parenthood from 2010 to 2015. And she also is an author, a published author. So she did a lot of stuff since then. And Alexis Bledel played Rory. So she was the youngest Gilmore and she started the series as a studious high schooler armed with big dreams. She transferred to an elite private school and attended beloved Yale. That's kind of a giveaway because I kind of just gave something big away. In the show, she's obsessed with going to Harvard and she ends up going to Yale like her grandfather, which pisses off her mom and they get in a big fight about it. That's a very big giveaway. Sorry. In hopes of becoming a journalist. I think in the title of this video, I'm gonna have to put like spoilers ahead. She goes to Yale and she wants to become a journalist. In between, she's navigating her dating life and a whole bunch of cute, charming guys. So this actress, Alexis, she also did The Sister of Traveling Pants, and there's another one of those movies. She was in Handmaid's Tale, which is really good. She was in Mad Men. So she hasn't acted as much since then, but everything that she's done, she's been really good in. She's a really good actress. Melissa McCarthy, she plays the mom's best friend and the chef at the Independence Inn. In the show, she does get a husband and children and the whole thing. She is now a very well-known comedic actor. Here she is in Bridesmaids. She was also Ursula. She did a show called Mike and Molly, Ghostbusters, like a whole bunch of stuff. Life of the Party. She's really well known. Kiko Agina, I don't know. She played Lane, like a band loving punk rock kind of girl. Since then, she's been doing shows mostly, like Scandal, Private Practice, Shameless, 13 Reasons Why. I think she was also in Transformers. I think like smaller roles, but she still acts. The guy that played Luke, he hasn't acted a lot. He now has a podcast called I'm All In with Scott Patterson, which is his real name. And he analyzes episodes of Gilmore Girls, like episode by episode. He was also in the Saw movies, like the scary movies. That's what this is. Liza Well or Wheel, I'm not really sure how you say it. This is Paris Geller. That's who she played. And she was Rory's best friend. She went on to do a whole bunch of shows. She did Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, Marvelous Miss Maisley, Westworld, Cleaning Lady. She's also a really good actress. The guy that played Dean, Jared, I always say his name wrong. Paladecki. I don't know how to say it. Anyways, you guys know. He played Sam Winchester in Supernatural for like 15 years. That's the show that he did immediately after he stopped being on Gilmore Girls. And now he's on a new show that I guess is called Walker, which is a spin-off of Walker Texas Ranger. I've never seen it. I didn't even know that show existed. No offense. But that's him. And then Milo, whose name I also cannot say his last name. He was in Heroes after this, like right after this. That's Heroes down here. He was also in This Is Us as the dad. You know, that's in all the flashback scenes, but he passed away. This is him. That show, This Is Us, is very popular. And then we have Matt, oh God, Shukri. I don't know how to say his last name. I don't know. But he played Logan, her love interest. And now I think he did Friday Night Lights and he did a show that was on for like 5 years called The Resident. That show is also on Netflix. I haven't started it, but I kind of want to. This woman, Kelly Bishop, she played the grandmother, and then she went on to be in Bunheads, The Good Wife, and the 4th season of The Marvelous Miss Maisel. And the guy that played the grandfather, Edward Herman, he did not come back for the Netflix special because he passed away. He died in 2014, and the Netflix 4-part special came out in 2016. So just obviously giveaway. They wrote it in that he passed away in the show too, because he passed away in real life. This guy, Yannick Truesdale, I've never seen him in anything else. But it says that he was in Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Fixer, Mohawk Girls, and then he reunited with Melissa McCarthy in the 2002 Netflix workplace comedy series God's Favorite Idiot. I never watched it. Anyways, I'm not gonna read all of them because these are like secondary characters now. Here's a little tribute to Edward Herman. These are some people that were on the show. So like Chad Michael Murray, he was a boy in Rory's high school when she started going to the private school that liked her. He was only in 11 episodes. And then he left to do other shows. I'm sure you've seen him. Adam Brody, he went on to do the OC. Sebastian Bach, he was in it for several episodes. Kristen Ritter, she was in like 8 episodes, and then she went on to do Jessica Jones and Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. Danny Strong, he came back and forth on this show because I think he was doing Buffy the Vampire Slayer too, like all at the same time. Anyways, you guys, I think I'm gonna stop there, and maybe later on this week I'll finish with chapter 5, A Pop Culture Feast. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video, if you've seen this show. If you're interested in seeing this show now, I will put a warning in the title that there's spoilers ahead, but this is one of my favorite shows. I've watched this show in its entirety, including the Netflix specials. I've watched the Netflix specials twice, and I've watched the whole show in its entirety 3 times. So I am a really big fan. I kind of nerd out on this show the way people nerd out on Taylor Swift. Like, this is my version of that. I grew up with this show. So, if you want to see me finish this magazine, like I said, please like, comment, and let me know. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.